Friends, eBay just dropped their October updates, and let me tell you, these updates could change the way you are going to sell going into Q4. I am the nerd that has all the notes. I'm going to give you all the details. One of my favorite updates is at the end of this video. Huge changes for sellers in all different types of categories and a brand new way to make extra money on eBay. So you're going to want to stick around for this. This is awesome. Multi-user account access. You would have think that we had this years ago, but I'll take it now. So eBay is expanding its multi-user account access, basically letting you add employees, contractors, VAs to your eBay account with controlled permissions. I wish I had this years ago. If you are new here, I started reselling part-time on eBay 16 years ago. And about 6 years ago, I hired my first virtual assistant, and we did not have this. So I just had to give her, some woman I had never met. I always get this question, how did you find your virtual assistant? I just went to upwork.com. It's UPWORK.com. I posted an ad. I interviewed 10 people, and she showed me like her previous listings. All of them did. We had like a little virtual interview. I hired her. She was not the best. I went through, in the last 6 years, I went through about 4 people until I found the person that I always tell you all about. She's been with me for 4.5 years. She is in Turkey. I am in Los Angeles. And she and I have video calls weekly, sometimes bi-weekly. We are friends. Our kids have video chats while we're chatting. I am actually going to go to Turkey, and she's going to show me around. I'm going to source. She was telling me about the boutique clothing out there. So anywho, I wish I didn't have to give people I had never met full access to my eBay account, you know, my income source, but that's what I had to do because we didn't have this. So this is very exciting. And I'm not, you know, I'm not a small seller, but I'm not a huge seller that has, you know, I know people that have employees and contractors and graphic designers and, you know, like 10 employees, and they have been really pushing for this. So this is exciting. So before, either you had to give someone your login, which was a big no-no, or you had limited ways to collaborate. But now you can grant roles, so you can give them access to list, to focus on order management, reporting, without giving them full account control. This is so awesome. I know some of you are probably like, well, I'm too small, like this will never apply to me. Trust me, a lot of you are probably at the point that you're considering a VA. I know you are because you message me and ask me questions, or you might in the future. So this is great. So why does this matter? Safer for scaling your business if you hire help for listing or even shipping. And you always, this is directly from eBay, by the way, this information I'm telling you. So I think we should all take heed to it because this is the platform saying, it says pro tip, always limit permissions, only give access to exactly what they need. That's just a little cautionary story time about giving your account information out. A couple of my reselling friends have had some actual disasters happen with giving people their account information. Thank God I never had this happen. But one of my friends, because we didn't have this like where you could share and give just specific rights and not give them access to your whole account, she hired a VA like I did. But she actually hired a friend, and she hired a friend that was a neighbor. And so what she would do is she would go to work. The friend was a stay-at-home mom. This is horrible. I'm laughing because it's uncomfortable. The friend was a stay-at-home mom, so the friend would come over and use her computer. She didn't have a computer at her place. And for like 2 hours every day, she would list while my friend went to her corporate office job. And she ended up getting notifications that she was trying to change her banking information on eBay. And she was like, what? No, I'm not. And it took her a minute. She was busy with meetings and things. So it took her a couple of hours. And she's like, I saw that email, like I need to go look into that. And turns out her friend, I'm saying air quotes, because what kind of friend is that, was trying to like cash out of her account. But luckily there's that safeguard, you know, that if you try, I think like this was a long time ago, thinking like 7 years ago. Now, if you try to, I haven't changed my banking information on eBay in a very long time, but I'm pretty sure even to just like remove a bank account or to add a new one, anything to do with banking, they always send me some type of like, are you sure you want to do this? Or did you want to make this change? Something like that. Or does it make you put your password? I don't know. For any of you that have recently changed or updated your banking info, let me know. But she basically, there was like some type of safeguard that stopped her neighbor from being able to like change the account to cash out. I don't know if the neighbor, friend, VA, it's not even a virtual assistant, just an assistant. I don't know if she thought it wouldn't alert, you know, my friend via email, but it did. And it ended up being a very, very messy situation. I mean, because they were friends for like 10 years. They lived next door from each other. She's like, so you're essentially trying to steal from me. And I guess the person had been working for her for like a year and she had never done that. But yeah, it got really messy. I've just really heard some of the disaster stories about people giving their account information to other people because I did that, thank God. When I said I had an issue with the VA, she just sucked at listing. Like, she didn't try to steal anything, like she didn't mess up my account or anything. She just was not very good at listing. Like, brand new reseller Nikki did better listings than she did, and she told me she was like really experienced. And I saw some of her listings, but it made me like think like, was this actually your work? But nothing like that. So I am really grateful that they have these safeguards now. I'm not going to use it because, like I said, my virtual assistant now, like, I'm not even joking, has become one of my best friends. Now this one, I'm going to admit, I have not sold an auto part on eBay in about 6 or 7 years. I did find at an estate sale a really great deal on bulk auto parts, and you better believe I loved selling those. Did you know that car parts is one of the biggest categories on eBay? I think it's top 3 selling categories on eBay. But this next update is mostly for sellers in automotive parts and accessories. It says eBay is upgrading Fitment data with Fitment Plus. It's a tool to make sure your parts are matched to the correct vehicles in buyer searches. Every time I film, I get a phone call. Fun fact, did I ever tell you all that I sold my car on eBay? I actually have, it's been years, but I have quite a bit of experience selling auto parts on eBay a long time ago. And then my ex-boyfriend at the time was into like graphic design, and he built websites for work. And so he like did some HTML magic for my very old convertible Mercedes. That car was like 14 years old. He made it look, if you all didn't know, I don't personally know how to do this. You can hire people to do it on Fiverr. You can edit. Well, you used to be able to like edit the code on your eBay listing to literally make it look like a website. He did amazing things. I don't talk to him. I don't particularly like him, but I will say, thanks to him, a car that could not even move, like the car's transmission was complete. They were quoting me like $4 grand to replace the transmission on a car that was like, I think it was like 15 or 16 years old. That car sold for $4,500 because he did amazing things with that. It literally was amazing. So I don't know if any of you all comment down below if you had experience doing that. Way back when I, like in the beginning of my eBay career, I used to do HTML, like basic coding to like put borders around my listings and to put like little frilly things. I don't do that anymore, but yeah. If you didn't know, you can buy and sell cars on eBay. And then going back to college, my boyfriend then, I lived in DC. We actually took the train up to Queens, and he bought a car on eBay, eBay Motors. You can literally buy and sell cars. I have experience buying them, and I have experience selling my own car. So my old Mercedes that could not move, it was a mechanic that bought it. He came and picked it up out of my house, and it was all through eBay Motors. So anywho, I say all that to say, open your mind to other categories besides clothing. I tell you all the time, like right now, my inventory is only 50% clothing. I sell a ton of beauty products. Literally behind you are shelves of beauty products. Health and beauty, really. Health and beauty, a ton of sporting goods, hard goods. I showed you in the video that went up yesterday. I met the person and sold a scooter. Like, I sell everything, and there's a lot of money to be made outside of clothing. So I'm not saying you need to sell car parts, but I am letting you know there's a lot of money to be made in other categories. So why this matters, it says, wrong fitment equals high return rates. eBay claims this will improve buyers' trust and reduce "does this fit my car" questions. Even if you don't sell auto, this is another example of eBay investing in buyer confidence, and expect similar tools to roll out in other categories over time. So that is a good tip. Is the reason why I like to stay on top of all of these updates. Like, even if I haven't sold a car part in 6 or 7 years, a lot of the new features that they roll out to the huge categories that make them a lot of money usually trickle down to the other categories that might pertain to you. So we might see that come over to other categories. This is the update that me personally, I am very excited about. So it's called the eBay Ambassador Program. This is the shiny new thing. eBay just launched their ambassador program. Let me tell you about it. If any of you went to eBay Open, did they mention this? Because I watched recaps and read all the recaps about eBay Open, and I didn't hear anyone talk about this. So you all let me know. I know a couple of you went to eBay Open. Did they talk about this? So this is essentially eBay's affiliate program, but designed for sellers. So you share your own listings or curated collections through affiliate links on social media, a newsletter, share it with your friends, whoever. And when people buy, you earn a commission on top of your regular sale profits. Now, I know some of you are like, well, I'm not a content creator, Nikki. Like, how could this pertain to me? This is a big deal, friends. Like I said, it doesn't just have to be if you're a content creator. You could literally be out. I was just at the post office today. I had like 25 packages. I had my 4-year-old with me. We're putting the packages in the bin for my lady to scan it. And a woman walks up to me and she's like, "What do you do? I see you here all the time." And I'm like, "Oh, I sell on Poshmark and eBay." I gave her my card and we were just talking about it. She was saying, oh, her son used to do that. She was standing there. She had her phone. And I sent her my social media. I sent her my YouTube. How cool would it have been if I could just say, here's a link to a dress I have that you might be interested. Because she was like basically saying, well, I need a lot of like work clothes, but I don't want to spend, I want to buy some good quality stuff. So I was like, oh, you should check out my store. How cool is it if you could just drop your link or airdrop your link, whatever you iPhone people do. Sounds so ancient. Android for life. I love Android. I do. But it's just ironic because I am one of those people that all of my computers are Apple. So every time an iPhone person gets snarky with me, I'm like, shut up. All of my computers, literally. You iPhone people are so annoying. Nikki Tangent, if you're new here, I go off on tangents all the time. I call you all my friends. If you like a reseller that you feel like is just hanging out with you as a friend and giving you nerdy platform updates, subscribe, because I am here multiple times a week and I will just go off on a tangent, but I promise you I will get back to the point. All of my computers are Apple. So every time some iPhone person gets snarky with me, I'm like, be quiet. Every single one of my computers and my iPad is Apple. I just have always loved Android phones. I always have. I know you all have your flashy new iPhone 17 that like has the features that we have had for 20 years, but I'm happy for you. I'm gonna get so much hate on this video. Anywho, so back to what I was saying. You don't have to be, all jokes, friends. If you're new here, I need to be careful because these platform videos always get way more views than I expect, and someone's gonna take me serious. I am just joking. Don't take it personal, friends. I'm kind of joking. So, how cool would it have been if I could just give her an affiliate link to my eBay? So not only would I make the profit on that sale, I get a small affiliate commission. I think this is amazing, friends. So an example, if you post a TikTok about your store and someone buys using your ambassador link, you get paid twice, your sale plus the commission. So eBay is basically empowering us to bring the traffic. They're saying we are going to reward you with bringing the traffic to eBay and giving us our fees. You brought these people here, so not only will you make the sale money, you will get the commission. How amazing would this be if all platforms did this? Do you know how much extra money we could make, especially content creators? But even if, like I said, you're not a content creator, this can be so useful. Instead of giving someone a card, give them the affiliate link to your store. So it says for influencers or sellers building a personal brand, this could be huge. Absolutely huge. So I dug further on this. Apparently, eBay is really trying to lean into the social selling and giving sellers more ways to monetize influence. So if you already have an audience, this could be a game changer. And then they have a link to join the ambassador program. I think, honestly, everyone should join. Like I said, if you are not an influencer, content creator, you just never know when you might meet someone or you might talk to someone. That happens to me all the time. Or when you're outsourcing, I've made so many connections. The person who I buy my Skims palettes from, when we met and I had been shopping with him for a year, he was like, well, show me your store. It would have been great if I could send him an affiliate link to my store. And he was like, yeah, I have girls that are like interested in beauty products and perfume, and like my mom, sorry, I'm still getting used to the mic. My mom buys all her stuff on eBay. He would have, like, if I had an affiliate link, it could have been great. So I don't want you all to think this is just great for like people like me who do social media. I'm not gonna lie, it is great, especially when you have a following. It can be great, but I think it can be great for people even who don't. It can just be another tool. What am I always saying? Diversify, diversify, diversify. Any new stream of income you can add that is passive. I mean, because that's passive. You've already, well, kind of passive. I mean, you need to give it out. You need to promote your affiliate link. But I mean, if you already have the listings up, what's one new link to just give out to people? So I'm going to join, obviously. I have already submitted my application. Hopefully I will hear back. Well, no, that's not true. I did click the link and then I got so excited about this, I had to go to storage and then I had a work meeting. I'm gonna fill it out. I will keep you posted. I'll put the link in the description box and I'll also put it in the pinned comment. Like I said, YouTube is making it harder for you all to find the description box. It's like hidden under the video. You basically have to click more. So I will put that down below. Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe. I do these videos monthly, and then I try to get like platform update videos up as quickly as I can. Sometimes same day, but not always, because I do have a full-time job and kids and all that stuff. So subscribe if you enjoy these. It's free. I'm here multiple times a week. I have a wealth of information in the description box, and let me know your thoughts. All pretty good stuff, friends. I'm pretty excited about this.